Hey everyone, Eugene here, back again with a fragrance review. This time I've got from Guerlain, the Absolutes, the Orient collection. This is Oud Essentiel. So the first time I smelled Oud Essentiel, I was quite disappointed, quite upset. Even though I knew this was going to be an oud-based perfume. They had listed oud in the notes, the reviews called for oud. Oud is on the name. The second I smelled oud, I was quite upset. And the reason being is I've really been over oud quite a few years back. And just to see them, Guerlain specifically, still creating this, along with every other fragrance brand. It's not even really oud that I have an issue with. I don't mean to offend anyone, because I know oud is highly regarded in the Middle East. It's part of life, just like, you know, eating and sleeping is. It's more the synthetic compound of norlimbinol that I have an issue with, and you know, used in small doses, like Guerlain used in Neroli Outrenoir. In the base of this smoky tea and Neroli Accord, it's actually quite nice. You know, like Viagra, it props up the rest of the fragrance. It makes the notes stronger. A little bit louder, that sort of thing, but used in heavy doses like some of the Montals and Armani Privés, it can lead to headache and just unnecessary cloyingness of a fragrance. I've kind of, you know, my viewers and I have kind of declared in a couple of videos back that not so much oud, let's call it norlimbinol, the synthetic compound, the dog food of all fragrance notes, just because it's really cheap and not a very good quality perfume. It's like, you know, I want to go wear a perfume and I'm gonna reach for something oudy is almost like saying I want to go for dinner and end up eating at McDonald's. Like, why would you when there's so many other better options? So Sylvain Delacour and Thierry Wasser were both in Toronto earlier this year or late last year, and I kind of discussed with them, like I asked the Sylvain, how do they decide over at Guerlain who's going to create which fragrance? And she said, you know, when it comes to these heavy oudy fragrances, these synthetics, she leaves them to Thierry because she really doesn't have the nose for this, and she kind of made that wrinkly face. She's not a huge fan of oud. And even when I asked Thierry about the quality of oud in here, is it synthetic, is it real, like what is the source, he didn't really deny or admit. He just said basically that 99.99999% of all Western ouds are synthetic norlimbinol based. He's not even a fan of creating these perfumes. They are in his contract. He's obligated to. So he really has no choice. So what Guerlain has really done here is, you know, to get new world order and domination of the perfume world, they've kind of given Shalimar to Europe. Here in America, they've given us Le Petit Robe Noir and oud to the Middle East. A good thing though is it's not a very heavy oud-based fragrance, I find anyway. There's a whole lot going on in this perfume, Oud Essentiel, which comes in the line of, this is the third in the line of, the first being Santal Royale in this black bee-based bottle. And the second one was Ombre Eternal, which is my personal favorite. And I had a one time or another disliked all three of these very much, only to come to enjoy and appreciate all three of them now. And I'll tell you a little bit about Oud Essentiel. So Oud Essentiel kind of opens up very sharp and very cold. It's got this oud accord with some saffron and these leathery nuances with musk and fruits. But right in the opening, I pick up this very cold geranium and almost this pine and needle thing going on. So just picture kind of standing on this really high mountaintop and just with these trees covered with snow, these pine trees, and you're taking in the fresh air along with some oud. I have to say though that Thierry Wasser is a genius when it comes to perfume making and blending. I think he knows that not everybody wants to smell like oud or wants an oud-based perfume. And being a traditionalist himself, I know his favorites are Mitsuko and Habit Rouge. You know, he just put really a touch of oud in this in the opening, just to kind of make happy the Middle East, Guerlain happy, I guess, because it's not too long before this goes from a very cold, metallic, oud-based fragrance, and it transitions into this really green, musky, mossy, balmy Chypre accord. At one time I thought I was picking up patchouli in this, but I'm not really sure. Patchouli's not really in the notes, but somehow he did build a Chypre accord. Even better than, you know, a Chypre. What can be better than a Chypre accord? He put a whole lot of rose in the base of this, and that's probably my favorite personal part of this perfume is the base. The mid to the base is a very beautiful rose, and it's a very nuanced. And once you start pulling back the petals of these roses, you pick up all these nuances. It's very deep, it's very musky. There's some honey in here and a whole lot of spice. The spice specifically being cumin, and the rose and the cumin have this amazing interplay, like from, you know, let's say the mid to almost the end of the perfume. So it's rose, cumin, and musk, just, you know, dancing on your skin. Absolutely gorgeous. That cumin comes off quite animalic on me. It can be challenging for some. Almost smells like, you know, somebody that's been eating way too much spice, and they've been sitting out on a very humid, hot day, and they're just sweating buckets. You know, on those very humid days, you don't even need to be doing much, and you're just like, you're forcing the sweat out. That's kind of what it reminds me of, and sitting next to this musky rose bush. So I think Thierry really saved the day with this perfume, because, you know, when I first instantly smelled it and I got that oud and that saffron accord that you get very so often from Montal perfumes and Armani Privés, you know, it almost could have gone downhill, but he built this very lovely Chypre, mossy. You know, the base is quite mossy and green to me, also very fruity. So Thierry, yeah, he saved the day with Oud Essential. And to that, I'm actually looking forward to more Absolutes d'Orient collection. As far as performance goes, this is, they're all excellent performers. I get amazing performance from this. Probably a little bit more subtle than the other two, but definitely not weak in any term. Doesn't project as loud, but it lasts, you know, well over 12 hours, so no issues with performance. As far as occasions, where would I wear this? I can wear this to work effortlessly. I've actually gotten compliments on this. People have asked me what I'm wearing, and they've written it down, but I don't think this would be safe for an office just because of that animalic base, that really dirty dry down. Specifically, I'm thinking it's cumin. There's nowhere cumin referenced in any of the notes that Guerlain's provided, but it's definitely this pissy, stinky cumin in a spicy animalic accord. Other than that, looking forward to new Absolutes d'Orient, and that's it. I want to thank you all for watching and following my channel, and we will see you all again.